Hello again, boys. I guess I'm going to... Yeah, my stress is still low enough. I'm gonna keep trying to get Seal. So we'll see if that happens. That's trigger. Okay. Helping you find the library. We'll talk to Ellen. And I think we told her to go talk to Minnie, which I wanted to do. I'll follow it. Ow. I was hoping I could talk to Minnie about it. Oh well, I'll leave it alone. Don't know what... Oh, hello! Don't know what spell I got there. Here we go. I'm trying to organize my papers when I hear a knock on the door.
Hello, Franco!
Hi.
Can you meet me tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock? We need to talk about the dark dance.
Can't we talk about it now?
No, I've got rounds to make. I need to go around all the doors and speak to everyone about the study sessions and see if they have any other problems to address.
Should I help with that? It sounds like a presidential responsibility.
No, it's fine. I'm on top of it. So, if you're at my room at 9, we'll have time to go over all the planning before I have to go to the library and do tutoring. Butterfly Hall, left side, third door from the end. Just knock. I'll be awake. Don't come before 9. I have to get breakfast. Got it? Okay, bye!
She hurries away. And we're already into okay bye territory. I guess I'll see her in the morning then. Bright and early. Just like Minnie. Alright. Minnie asked me to meet her this morning, so I have to get up early. If this meeting doesn't take too long, I might still be able to get breakfast in the cafeteria instead of having to wait for lunch. I wander down to Butterfly Hall and knock on the door as I was told to. The door opens, and a girl steps out. Yes? Pastel Rao. The only student at Iris Academy who I'd actually met before coming to the school. The one person who has a chance of recognizing me, and therefore the last person I want to speak to up close. Of all the doors in the school, why did I have to accidentally knock on hers? I was looking for Minnie Cochran. Just a minute, I'll get her. She steps back inside and closes the door. She's Minnie's roommate. Ugh, this is terrible luck. The last time we saw each other, she must have been 10 years old. Her mother was on yet another tour around the world, and they stopped to pay their respects to my parents, which turned into a week-long visit. Considering the things I've learned about Pastel's mother, I don't want to think about that visit too much. It's my parents' business, not mine. Oh. Huh. I didn't think about that the first time. I don't know a lot about Pastel's mother. A little bit, and I remember hearing about in the first game. But Pastel, I remember vividly. We didn't interact much at the time, Pastel and I. My family was providing hospitality, so it was my responsibility to offer to entertain her, but she mostly stayed in her room and played with her own toys. Still, I recognized her immediately. With her mother's eyes and her father's sylph wings, she is unmistakable. I hope I didn't make too much of an impression on her back then. She doesn't seem to recognize me, but if she is Minnie's roommate and we keep having to run into each other... The door opens again, this time revealing the person I was actually looking for.
Hi, Franco! Let's go to the conference room. Jacob will be done with it by now.
Jacob?
He has to get up first thing on Saturdays to sort all the mail and cash allotments for delivery. That's the treasurer's job.
Sounds like he's been doing a lot more council work already than I have.
Come on, this way.
She leads me into an empty room.
All right, where to begin? Do you celebrate Samhain in your country or All Souls Day?
No, that's not one of our traditions. Some people wear Halloween costumes for fun, but they get that from American television.
Well, this is held on Halloween night, but isn't about costumes. At least, not usually. The dark dance is a ritual which combines the European celebration of departed ancestors with a local respect for the spirits. We offer an invitation to the Jogao. It's a term for certain classes of otherworld beings to cross the threshold and dance with us.
A summoning ritual. Opening a gate to the other world and pulling creatures through sounds like a very dangerous dance.
No, that would be rude. It's an invitation, not a demand. The reason it's a dark dance is that we promise not to look at them. We make them welcome and they can come or not as they choose. It was originally practiced by people who weren't wizards, you see, so it could have caused panic if they saw the joke out clearly. In modern times, most American families will hold their own small ceremonies on Halloween, but we arrange a larger one for the school. We have to create a mystical atmosphere that gives the impression of being on the borders of the other world, to make both worlds alike. Then, throughout the night, we celebrate in the dark, never knowing who or what our partners might be.
All night long?
If you stay awake until dawn, you're supposed to receive a blessing. And classes will be canceled the next day.
So we'll get a chance to sleep it off. All right. What do we, as the student council, need to do?
Well, each class usually contributes to part of the atmosphere for the dance. The decorations, the music, so on.
I'm not sure how much decoration they need in the dark.
We'll all have to meet soon to determine which class has which task, so I thought you and I should talk and agree first. Is it all right if we try to do the incense?
Since this whole thing is new to me, it's hard to muster any other opinion. Sure.
Okay, great! Once we get the official assignment, we can talk again about what sort of incense we want, and then get Jacob to order it. I've got to get ready for the library, but if you want to know any more about the dark dance, come and ask and I can find you a book.
No, that's all right.
Okay, bye!
She rushes off. Well, after I grab some breakfast, what should I do today? Go and study. Minnie Cochran is assisting students in the school library. I can't get a book, so I'll just have to study. Very well, then. Diary time? No. Oh, okay, it's William. I'm gonna go back to bed. Let's see. Columbus Day, bump in the night. An invitation. Minnie stopped by to ask me to meet her tomorrow morning. She seemed to be in a rush to get a lot of things done. And then we didn't actually write about the meeting. Good job, us. Okay, still haven't got Seal yet. Well, that's fine. I'm just anxious to get to white magic. Minnie? It is Minnie.
Good morning! I'm going around to make sure all the freshmen know that the next exam will take place this Friday.
Should I help with that?
Would you? I've already got the girls, but if you can get the rest of the freshman boys, that would really help. Don't forget that we have to meet with the student council after classes today. I'll see you then, right?
Right.
Okay, bye!
She hurries away. Finally, I can do something that I got elected for. I make my way from hall to hall, knocking on doors and passing the news. Most are grateful for the information, or worried about the upcoming exam, though Jeffrey and Jacob in Falcon Hall both complain about my interrupting their morning fashion routines. Well, knowing that I need to be ready for a test, what should I do this week? I can't remember which test is coming up. I'm doomed again. I'll be doomed again, I'll be doomed again to fail my way through school. This afternoon, the entire Iris Academy Student Council comes to a meeting. I don't know most of the other members. After all, Minnie, Jacob, and I are the only freshmen. I recognize Angela's red hair. I guess she's senior class president, but no one bothers to introduce themselves or their positions to me. I suppose it doesn't matter. Whoever the sophomore secretary might be, we're not likely to interact much directly.
Hello, my novel knitters! Our first school-wide event for this council year will be the Dark Dance next Thursday. As many of you are still new to your duties, the funds for this event will be drawn primarily from the existing class treasuries. Though you are, of course, always welcome to organize additional fundraising to fill your coffers. Traditionally, the senior class is responsible for maintaining the lighting.
I thought the point of the dance was that it was held in the dark.
Since the younger students may lack the subtle control necessary to manipulate the safety charms.
Ah.
That leaves the rest of you to handle the senses of smell, sound, touch, and taste.
One of the snake upperclassmen raises her hand. That hand, and the rest of her, are visibly glowing like a warm but low-powered light bulb.
Yes, Bee?
Will the Jogao be offended if not all of the student council representatives attend the official ceremony? I don't want to neglect my responsibilities or let down my people.
Celebrating in your room will be fine. A blindfold would be a lovely touch to demonstrate your sincerity.
Yes, Mom.
Now, I believe we were settling the class assignments.
As Minnie suggested, we freshmen agree to provide incense, while the sophomores cover music, and the juniors provide food and physical decorations. Once that's decided, we break up into groups by class to go over the details.
The maple's the state tree, and it smells pretty good.
But we had the ceremony for the maple sap harvest in the spring. This is the wrong time of year. And anyway, the symbolism is wrong. Maple means good fortune and love and wealth. It's not right for the Jogao.
You're such a wonk.
Oh, stop it. Franco, what sense do you like? What do you think bridges the gap between earth and spirit?
I remember my dreams. The Aleppo pine. It smells of home to me, but not just home. Hidden places and secrets.
I don't know what an Aleppo pine is, but there are good pine trees in Vermont, too.
And pine has a healing scent. That should work. I'll look up the prices and get back to you with the order forms to sign off, okay?
Yeah. No rush.
The dance is next week, Jacob. We can't slack off.
Sure.
After a while, the council meeting is officially adjourned and we all go on our ways. That was easy enough. So far, so good. And we actually helped a couple of times. Our poor worn-out lady. Come on, give me that seal. No, it's gonna take me so long. Uh-oh, there goes Barbara again. Alright. Yeah, why not? I've done this before. I put my hand up. Haven't I done this before? Oh boy, well. How about Use Vrimi Godisha? I can't remember Blaze's voice. Hold on a second. Remember your male voice? What's your female voice? Oh yeah.
How do you spell that?
I'll write it down. Okay. How do you pronounce that? Ah, the gas. I have push though. I've got push today. I don't have a lot of mana. It's only 5. Okay. Let's make sure we actually... That's a long way to the button. I might just have enough. Alright. You know what? Just in case. Push.
make sure I'm pushing it in the right direction. Push the boulder towards me. I got hit in the face. That's grand. Alright, push, boulder. Okay. Oh, right, it doesn't move for one spot. It'll just move till it hits the end. Oh, that's lucky. Alright. I didn't fail. Huzzah.
I make my way up to the surface, blinking a bit at the sunlight.
Congratulations, Franco! For succeeding in your quest, you receive 5 merits. And I'm glad to see you haven't taken too much damage from our little poison trap. I hope you enjoyed putting your skills into practice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another student to look after.
Well, that's done. Phew.
So happy not to have messed that up. There goes Luke. Okay, time to study again. I would go to the mall and get a charm, but I'm gonna save some of my money and hope I do well in bingo. Because I'm not gonna get money for a long time. A very, very, very long time.
Franco, there you are!
Minnie runs up to me in the hall. Is everything all right?
I'm fine. I just wanted to catch you. Jacob signed the order form, so everything's lined up with the incense. And you and I should go to the gym early on Thursday to help with setup.
It takes me a moment to put together what she's talking about. The dark dance. Okay. Early Thursday morning before breakfast. Do I need to schedule the day off?
Oh, no, not that early. I'm sorry. I forgot you wouldn't know. The dance doesn't begin until late in the evening. So, early for us just means right after class when you're free. We probably won't need to do much. The incense shouldn't take long to set up, but it's important to show enthusiasm.
Okay, I'll be there.
Thanks! Bye!
She still manages to beat me in setting everything up.
She hurries away.
Well, at least I can actually contribute this time because I've learned Spark. So, hopefully.
Student Council meeting. The Student Council met to discuss arrangements for next week's dark dance. Since it is held in the dark, the decorations involve stimulating the other senses. At my suggestion, the freshmen will be purchasing pine incense.
I suggested this thing. Let's see. Exam success, dance preparations.
Minnie came by to tell me that the incense had been ordered, and to ask me to go to the gym after classes on Thursday to help set up for the dark dance.
Alright. I should have checked to see if I had got seal yet. No class on Friday. There we go. Okay. Can I? Perfect. Okay, I don't have it yet. No point in sleeping. I'll get my sleep on Friday. Hopefully. Birthdays. I think that was Seal. Oh. This is us getting ready.
I go to the gym on Thursday afternoon as requested.
Franco, dear? Were you looking for me?
I'm here to help set up for the dark dance.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm afraid you're a bit late.
What do you mean? Looking around the room, it certainly doesn't seem fully prepared for a major ritual. Even as I think that, a pair of upperclassmen inch into the room, carrying a long table between them. Setup is definitely not done yet.
Well, you see, your class only took responsibility for the incense.
Don't we at least need to unpack the shipments, break them up, set up burners around the room, and so on?
Oh, yes, but Miss Cochran already took care of all of that.
She indicates a number of small brass bowls set up around the edges of the room. They've been fixed to the walls to prevent anyone from stepping on them. Probably a simple seal spell to hold them in place, although casting the spell that many times sounds exhausting. She's already been here and finished and left. She told me I didn't need to be that early.
She was very enthusiastic.
Right.
Don't you worry, Pumpkin. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for you to make yourself useful.
A thought strikes me. She hasn't lit the incense yet, right? I don't smell anything.
That's right. They won't be started until we have the floor ready.
So can I light them up when it's time?
It's traditional for the incense to be kindled magically. If you've been keeping up with your lessons, I'm sure you can help.
A little spark of fire shouldn't be a problem.
Finally. Go and get your dinner and be back here at 6:30. By then, the sun will be down and we can start the smoke. And young Minnie will be coming too, so be prompt.
Thanks for the warning. If I want this to be a team effort, I'd better be sure I'm on time. Or even a bit early.
I go with a bit early.
When the school year began, suppers were still lit by sunset, but the approaching winter crowds the light out of the day.
Okay, I'm meeting with you guys.
She leaves me to finish my food. I'd better hurry so I can get back to the gym.
And light everything.
The lights in the gym have already been put out to let the darkness gather. While the door was open to let me inside, I could make out other robed figures still at work inside, but once it swings shut, the contrast is so strong that I'm nearly blind.
Hi, Franco!
Apparently she has no such difficulty.
Are you here to help light the incense?
Yeah.
Thanks so much! It's a lot less draining with two.
Then why didn't she ask me to be here in the first place?
You go around the right side and I'll do the left. When you finish the circuit, go to the center of the room and cast a breeze to help the air start mixing. Do you have a mana battery?
No.
Oh. Well, if you can't finish, let me know.
A mana battery?
But if you can, throughout the night, whenever your energy recharges enough, you should cast another breeze for the atmosphere. With you and me and Jacob all working together, we should be able to make it feel natural.
Right. She hurries away, leaving me feeling like I've missed something somewhere. Shaking my head, I make my way around the outskirts of the gym, carefully dropping a spark on each burner and waiting for the smoke to rise. It's more tiring than I anticipated. After I cast my concluding breeze, I'd better go and lie down for a few minutes to recharge my strength before the dance officially begins.
Okay, now we're here. Alright. You shouldn't say that. Minnie's request.
From time to time, I add my own spells to stir the breeze.
Alright, just that little bit. Okay, so... looks like I still notice Barbara passing out.
So, lunch. But first, I had better drop by the gym and see if there's anything that the student council needs to do as far as cleanup goes. No one asked me to go there, but... somehow I'm not surprised to find Minnie in the gym with a dustpan and brush. The room has largely returned to normal, but the autumn leaves that were dragged in to cover the floor left bits everywhere. Minnie is trying to sweep the floor clean, but she's struggling with her coordination trying to manage both brush and pan at the same time. Let me help you with that.
Our poor girl.
Franco? Hi.
She straightens up to smile at me, then wobbles on her feet. Are you all right?
I'm just a bit tired.
When did she wake up? How long has she been here working? How much sleep did you get?
I can't sleep. I'm not done yet.
You haven't been to bed at all? How is she even standing? She was casting spells all night.
I'm almost done.
She yawns and I see tears leak down her face. But she doesn't look sad at all, only exhausted. You can barely hold the pan. You're making yourself sick. Nothing in here is urgent. There's no classes today. There's plenty of time to clean up. She drops the cleaning supplies and presses her hands to her head.
Can you please stop talking? It buzzes. It's making me dizzy.
She clearly needs to be in a bed before she does herself harm. I should probably walk her to her room to be on the safe side. Of course, that means I might run into her roommate, Pastel. No, be a gentleman. Come on, I'm taking you back to your room. I can clean this up later. You need to sleep. She looks at me and I'm afraid that she's going to start crying for real. But then, with a sigh, she surrenders. Luckily, she is still able to walk on her own. I don't like to imagine what it would look like if I were dragging her through the halls. Could have carried her bridal style. I do keep an eye on her in case she stumbles. When we reach her door in Butterfly Hall, I reach out to knock, then check myself. It's her room. She should be able to unlock it on her own. Minnie fumbles with the doorknob, but gets it open. Good. And maybe Pastel won't even be here. No such luck. Minnie! Shaking her head, she walks back into the room, paying no further attention to Minnie or to me. Thanks, Pastel.
Good night.
She closes the door and, on cue, my stomach grumbles. I should go and get some food before I worry about finishing the cleaning. Alright, time to eat. And this time we will fulfill our promise. When I finally return to the gym, it is empty. I was worried she was going to come back here. Empty of people and also of trash. Even the brush and pan have disappeared. Oh no, I hope she didn't come back. It looks like the cleanup job got finished while I was elsewhere. I hope Minnie didn't sneak back in here while my back was turned. I guess I'll have to keep a closer eye on her from now on. Alright, well. Anyway, there's nothing for me to do here. I may as well go look for Donald and Luke. Excuse me, might as well. Okay. Study? How's our girl doing? I guess she's feeling better. Oh, hello, Raven. Ah. Okay. As I eat my meal, I hear raised voices near me. Well, only one voice is raised, the other remains silent.
Just worried about you, don't you see? What happened at the dark dance could have been very dangerous at a gathering outside of school. If you'd talked to me beforehand, I could have answered your questions. If you'd talked to me before you went up on the roof, I could have fetched Potsdam faster. Please, let me help you. I'm always available. As class president.
Barbara glares at her. She picks up the knife from her cafeteria tray. Slowly, deliberately, she points the tip in Minnie's direction.
All right, I'll go.
She walks away and Barbara goes back to eating her meal. She appears to pay no attention to anyone else around her. And everyone else around her tries very hard to look like they're not paying attention to her. Probably for the best. Alright, let's read about it. One little spark. I helped Minnie light the incense for the dark dance. She seemed glad to have my help, even though she didn't bother to ask for it. Okay. Sleepless night. After staying up all night for the dark dance, Minnie spent the morning trying to clean up on her own until she nearly fell over from exhaustion. I walked her back to her room and told her I would handle it.
And cutting remarks.
Minnie Cochran tried to offer help to Barbara at lunch, but Barbara scared her off with a table knife.
Alright, looks like next week I should be able to work on my white magic finally, so yay for that.